Alright, welcome back to another Japan Book Hunter, and this is part 2 of my book and manga haul from the past few days. Couldn't get through all of them yesterday, just had too much stuff going on. We're in the Golden Week holiday still until tomorrow. Tomorrow back to normal, back to slanging more of that paper gold, my friends. But let's get into what else I got in my haul. This is Ultra Heaven, of course, Keiichi Koike, who did Heaven's Door, which was published by Last Gasp a couple years ago in English. I've heard rumors that this might get an English translation too, but I'm sure it'll take some time to get all 3 volumes translated. He also did, Spinoza. These are grails of my collection. I wish I had the obi for this one. I've owned both of these before with the obi, but the obi are always just so trashed. Why make an obi white? Don't do it. But Spinoza is a classic. Last set of these I found, I sold for I think 400 for the set. And G about the Amazonian deathweed. Yeah, everyone likes some Amazonian deathweed. Ultra Heaven, much like Heaven's Door, it's apparent that Koike has done every drug on the face of the planet. And our main protagonist here does all the drugs on the face of this future world where you go to bars and you end up like this. Trippy. Love me some Ultra Heaven. These will be up on the website tomorrow. Kind of trying to restock the website, but it is hard, my friends. There's just so much. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this up on the website because Ken Ishikawa's Invincible Girl, Rami, is just the best. I keep on selling my personal copies. It's just the best 80s vibes ever. So good. Love me some Rami. So that's the thing, of course, Ishikawa was assistant to Go Nagai. He worked on Getter Robo. He worked on a lot of the Robo stuff for Go Nagai, but I really like his late 70s and early 80s sci-fi one-shots. And Invincible Girl Rami is one of those. Just amazing stuff. And if you're into the sci-fi, you can't go wrong with a little bit of Daiji Kazumine's Ultraman. Second only to Umez Kazuo's Ultraman. Of course, is my favorite, but this one's pretty good too. You get Barutan, you get all the classic kaiju from the Ultraman series. The best part is when he's just tearing them in half. Oh, here we go. You get a karate kick, punch, chop to the throat. Oh no, reinforcements. Oh, dude, he got one to the gut. Saving the people. Come on. Kill one of these bad boys. Anyways, it's fun. Love me some fun Ultraman. Will be up on the site as well. Some stuff I can't really show, but I did find a copy of Bondage Wars. These ladies are at war with each other about bondage skills. And Sumire Densetsu, Violet Legend by Muraso Shinichi. Classic 80s ero manga. Of course, I can't really show it. There's a few things I got that I can't really show, but it's a haul video, my friends. It's supposed to just be showing my haul. I found the little bunko of King Terry's Penguin Rice. Penguin Gohan. So nice. This one's in decent condition. E.T. Good old King Terry, man. There's also a larger format one that's, it's like an A4 size, which is more expensive. So I don't know. Somebody saw this in my little haul reel or haul story on IG, and I think this is claimed already. But if not, if they don't get back to me, I will have it up on japanbookhunter.com. And sticking with the Heita Uma, I've been trying to restock some more Yoshikazu Ebisu, of course. The Salary Man had A Narrow Escape and the Brighton Cinema Theater. I'm not sure why Cinema Theater both need to be in there, but classic Ebisu. And it's just a shame that he has dementia and cannot produce anymore. But the man produced a lot for us. Of course, of Gato fame, Axe magazine, and Gambling Addict. I think it's funny that, dude, just think being his wife, how many times he came home and had lost everything on boat races, just on the silliest stuff. What else do I have here? Oh, This one's pretty fun. Twin Tail and Machine Gun, featuring 14 idols in various machine gun poses and handgun poses. All kinds of gun poses. I mentioned this in a post earlier that these are air guns. There's no gun culture here in Japan because we don't really have guns. So, but there's a big air gun culture, and I'm guessing that in the Twin Tail, so Twin Tail is a whole series of just pigtailed like idols, but I guess this one's probably directed towards those air gun aficionados. The day my feet reached the pedals, of course, Yoshida Mitsuhiko. So Yoshida's kind of Eroguro, but kind of not, more surrealism. But this one sold, so I thought I saw it at an event and decided to restock it. Just great paneling, great art, great line work, and very surreal. Most of the time when you think of like gay culture magazines in Japan, you think of like Body. Body's a pretty good one. Especially 90s issues of Body have amazing artwork in them. From the 2000s, they have a little bit less illustrations and more photos. Still pretty solid, but not a lot of people know about Sabu from the 90s or G from the 90s. Lots of Tagame Gengoro in these. He was the main contributor as far as the artwork goes. So you get a couple manga, you get lots and lots of illustrations, and then of course there's photos of men, because these are magazines for men who love men. I did go to the recent Daisuke Ichiba exhibition. I bought a bunch of stuff over there. God, I should have busted it out. I have the new book that came out. So Deba is the new book by Daisuke Ichiba, just was released here. There's some copies over at Takoshe where the exhibition is being held. Of course, Eroguro Illustration Madness. He was setting up there while I was there, so I got to meet him. We exchanged information, emailed each other a couple times. So there will be more Daisuke Ichiba stuff coming up here soon on JapanBookHunter.com. Everything that I bought at the exhibition, which was way too much stuff, I let them keep at the exhibition until after the exhibition, which will be finishing here, I believe, on the 14th of May. So if you're looking for some Daisuke Ichiba stuff, then check back towards the end of the month. This is, again, per usual, amazing work by Daisuke Ichiba. And I restocked Batador because he had a couple copies. I was talking with him and he doesn't really keep copies of his old stuff around for like sale. Of course, he has his own personal library, but he doesn't like, he's like, I don't have the LDC, French publications. I don't have my zines. I don't have the stuff from 20 years ago. He just doesn't have any of that stuff. But he did have some original art, which I picked up. So I'll be sharing that with everyone soon. Make room for some Hayami June that I picked up. So Love Letter from Hell is up on the website. Pretty rare one. There was kind of an event recently that I went to that had a bunch of like Eroguro stuff, Daisuke Ichiba, Hayami June, but here's a rare one. This is the Hayami June selected works. Can't open it up because Hayami June, hardcore Eroguro. This one was by Hyoko Shobo, and this is super rare. I've only seen one other of these in my life. I believe because Hyoko's a pretty small publishing company. So I think this was just like a limited print run. Just not a lot of them. I will be selling this one. It's going to be a little bit spendy because I spent a bunch on it. And I should have shown this one before when we were showing Ultraman, but I did restock the big complete 2-volume set by Daiji Kazumine of Ultraman. So the one I showed before, this is kind of like a smaller omnibus version. This is the bigger 2-volume version with big, nice paneling. I believe 1997 this set was released. So not new, not recent, but great print quality. So I have an extra, I don't know though, if somebody was asking about them. you know how it goes. Once I post on Instagram, what I really need to try to do, have been trying to do, is anything rare that I think is going to sell well, like the End of the Century Club Charles Manson issue. I try to keep 2 of them in stock so that when I post, 2 people have an opportunity to get them. But unfortunately, a lot of this stuff I sell is super rare, so it's hard to keep 2 in stock, especially for the expensive ones. You know, you get into the, you know, Bosozoku motorcycle gang photo books that run like $300. Then I want to stock 2 of them, and then we're talking $600 and blah, blah, blah. Anyone a fan of Ping Pong, the live action movie? Of course, Matsumoto Taiyo Matsumoto, globally, his probably most famous work. I don't know, Tekken Concreto is pretty famous, but Ping Pong was famous in every country. And this includes a book about the movie, a ping pong ball, and this cute little Rubik's Cube keychain with characters from Ping Pong. I basically bought it because of the, I have to admit, I bought it because of the Rubik's Cube. It's so cute. And then there's a book, which is just it's a typical behind the scenes of the movie, interview with the director, you know, some cuts, some illustrations by Matsumoto Taiyo. I believe it includes a little manga side story from Ping Pong. I believe. Some illustrations there. Just the profiles. Oh, and the rough sketches. Oh, there we go. That is up on Japan Book Hunter. And finally, my fine friends, I'll show you one more thing before we get out of here, which is for my personal collection. I've already been asked about it multiple times, but no, not for you, for me. This is a miniature book set that contains 2 books. One by Hino Hideshi Hino, one by Maruo Suehiro Maruo. These are like new condition, come in a little box, and look at that. That is obviously the Hino Hideshi one. It's so cool. And even has a miniature slipcover. Ooh. And it's like new, Panorama of Hell. So it opens with illustrations, you know, of famous characters. And then there's manga. It's like new, it's so crispy, I don't want to open it up. And then the Maruo graph. One of the difficulties of owning a book business is when you run across rad books, you want to sell them, but you also want to keep them. And once in a while, I got to treat myself, my friends, because everyone loves a little bit more Midori in their life. And with that, my fine friends, thanks for watching another Japan Book Hunter video. I'll get back to hauling, I'll get back to slanging this week, and I'll get back to posting more videos of the rad, weird, and wild books in my bookshop and in my personal collection. And remember, JapanBookHunter.com is where I go and sell my books and everything online. And then, of course, Japan Book Hunter on Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. And thanks for being here, my friends. Until next time, matane.